there folks, welcome to the Auto Universe. Now folks, if you have seen those videos or footage of the Toyota RAV4 versus the Buick Encore crashing against the wall, both of those cars looks terrible after the crash. But that isn't going to be enough to determine which one is better, which is why we are going to give you the analysis of those crash tests. But before we jump into the analysis, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Now, let's just get right into the analysis folks. The Toyota RAV4. I think we have done a review on that. It is one of America's top cars that always appear on the road. With its rugged design, practicality, and the reliability of Toyota, made it a really good car overall. That also applies to the Buick Encore. This small crossover, I wouldn't necessarily call it a small SUV just by looking at the design. I'm pretty sure a lot of you will agree with me. Now, we'll see how they perform in the crash test analysis. As usual, we also use the same crash test reports from the IIHS organizations, starting from the top. As you can see here folks, both of these cars earns a good score overall in terms of crashworthiness. Meanwhile, on the crash avoidance and mitigations, the Buick Encore doesn't really perform that well. That brings us to the conclusion. The conclusion is the Buick Encore seems to have a really small chance on beating the Toyota, because the RAV4 just really nailed it with the crash test analysis. The Toyota earns a good score in every sections, while the Buick Encore earns one acceptable score on a small overlap front passenger side sections. Moving on to the crash avoidance and mitigations, this is where the Toyota RAV4 really shines, with a good score in the headlight sections and superior score on the standard front crash prevention system. Meanwhile, the Buick Encore is really off color, with only an acceptable score on the headlight sections and basic score on the optional front crash prevention system. There you have it folks, the Toyota RAV4 versus the Buick Encore. If you have requests on any car that you want to see the comparison of, let me know by leaving a comment down below. See you folks!